Hey everyone, Andrew Purdom here, and today I'm sitting down and talking with Marcus Svedin. Now, Marcus, he's built an amazing solo ad traffic source, and he's the guy I actually go to when I promote my solo ads. A lot of you guys know that I've spent 5 years building a digital marketing agency, but in the last year, I've gotten into affiliate marketing, and I've tried a lot of different providers from Udemy, Traffic for Me, but I'm going to tell you that Marcus is the guy to go to, not only if you want to get solo ad traffic, but you want to learn about it as well. And he so graciously agreed to sit down and talk about solo ads and who they're for and how they work. So Marcus, it's amazing to have you on, and thanks so much for doing this interview.
Yeah, no problem. My pleasure.
Yeah. So tell us, what is solo ads and why should someone do them, and what makes a highly successful ad?
So a solo ad, in a nutshell, a solo ad is basically you have a product, right, that's in a particular niche, right? So say, for example, in my case, it's a make money online product, right? And you want to promote that product, right, or that information, whatever it is, right? You want to promote it. And well, I have an audience, a list, that revolves around that niche. And so you will pay me per click. I'll grab your link, and that link will go into some ad copy. And that ad copy will be sent off to my list. And then when people open it up and click on the link, you get your traffic. That's kind of solo ad traffic in a nutshell.
Awesome. So what makes a solo ad actually work? You know, I've seen a lot of people where they do different kinds of solo ads, whether it be putting a link on a thank you page or sending out an email broadcast. But what's the difference between solo ad traffic and Instagram, Facebook, Google ad traffic, and what makes those solo ads actually work?
So with Facebook traffic, Google traffic, Bing, that kind of stuff, the advantage that they have over solo ad traffic is it's very targeted traffic. Mm-hmm. So like you can target men or women between the ages of 30 and 57, and you can target people just in St. Paul, Minnesota, or the UK, like just like London or just Sydney, Australia. You can target specific regions, but they're also tend to be a heck of a lot more expensive to get. Like clicks tend to be a lot more expensive, and Facebook and Google are really strict. They're very strict with what is advertised. Whereas solo ads, you can build a list really, really quick based around a specific niche, and you can do it for a really good price generally. But the downside of solo ads is that the targeting is very general. So you couldn't really target just men or just women or a specific age. Really, you can only target unless a list is specifically built around just men of a certain age or whatever. Usually, the targeting is for you can do it by country, so like the U.S. or the UK or Australia or the tier 1 countries, that kind of thing, and then your niche. So like make money online in a lot of cases, or health and fitness and well-being, or dating relationships and that kind of stuff. So the targeting isn't really as what's the term?
It's not precise.
No, it's not precise targeting. Right. But upside is it tends to be a lot cheaper. You can scale a lot quicker, and you can build a list really, really fast for, a good price.
Yeah, and I can just say that I've worked with a lot of different solo ad providers, but it seems the one consistent thing is even though you can't target like you can with a Facebook or Google ad, you can still target by emotion or target by a specific problem or pain point. And that's kind of what we refer to when we talk about hooks. So I use, when I'm writing ads for my clients in Facebook and Google, I use the framework hook, story, offer, something Russell Brunson talks a lot about. And I found that the stronger your hook, specifically with solo ads, the better results you're going to get because you target by emotion. You've got to bring people into your story, and the only way you do that is with a good hook.
Yeah, sure.
So for you and the people that you've worked with, have you seen a specific process that's worked for creating solo ads and writing out that copy?
Well, one of the biggest, so what will happen with most solo ad vendors, you'll create copy, and some solo ad vendors will use that copy, some won't use that copy. Reason being is that solo ad vendors are really good at knowing how to generate clicks. And so what ends up happening is a good solo ad copy is short, sweet, and simple. So it's not going to be 2 paragraphs long. It's not going to be this epic saga of proportions, right? Because the fact is that unless someone is like completely, I suppose you say like obsessed with you, they're not going to read this massive page because people in general tend to be pretty lazy.
Yep.
So if you keep it short, sweet, to the point, what you'll do is you'll tend to generate more clicks rather than having this massive spiel of a story or whatever you may have. Like, for example, this whole soap opera sequence Russell Brunson talks about. That's great for like a follow-up email, for example, or whatever. But for to generate a click for example, like for solo ads, no, it's not going to work. So what happens is a lot of solo ad vendors won't use the client's copy, and they'll use their own. That's very generic. So it'll be like in the make money online space, for example, and the email will hint to, a product, like this product is blah, 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 whatever. So it's like a generic, the product, the email could be for any make money online product. If that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense.
You are.
Yeah. However, what I try to do is I will take a lot of the essence of a person's solo ad, like the general message of it, and then I will just manipulate the copy, and I'll use that. Because again, I know how to generate clicks, but I want to use my client's copy because they're paying me for a service, and so that's what I'll do. However, if someone wants to buy 5,000 clicks off of me, and they want this specific copy to be used, if you're buying 5,000 clicks, mate, I'm going to do whatever the heck you want me to do.
Yeah.
So there are times where a solo ad vendor will use their client's copy if it's he's buying a truckload of clicks, which I've had done in the past. So, but to answer the question, the best solo ad copy is short, sweet, simple, to the point, not a whole lot of fluff.
And I know that a huge part of any advertisement being successful is the offer that you're promoting. So the stronger the offer, generally the better results that you're going to get with a solo ad. have you identified, are there any particular types of offers, any kinds of software or courses, or I know of specific business in a boxes that have worked pretty well, but have you identified any particular types of offers that have worked really well for solo ads?
Well, one thing, sometimes knowing what doesn't work is just as good as knowing what works. So what doesn't work is high ticket items. So I'm talking like, items that are like $100 plus, for example, right? Now I know $100 isn't a super high ticket, right? But I've had people come up to me and say, oh, I want to promote this $497 product. And all the time, every time, I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I can't, because you're wasting your money. You're wasting your money. I don't want you to waste your money. If you're going to promote a product to a solo ad, right? So, with solo ads, you start out with like a free product, free plus shipping, or a low end, like a low front end. So like under $12, right? And then you'll work up with upsells, right? So you start with like a free plus shipping offer, and then you work. So here's an upsell for $15 or something like that, and then up them again. So like here's a free PLR, or here's a $7 product up on the front end, and then upsell them to a $27 product, and then upsell them again like a $59 product or whatever. That's the best way to go about it. If you're going to promote with solo ads. If you're going to do just high-end sales, it's not going to work. It's not going to work at all. With those kind of offers, if it's around, like, for example, make money online niche, it has to be, the make money online product with a low front end with upsells. That's the best way to do it. I know, like, the business in the box type stuff that worked really well. I know Spencer Meekum had one that had like an upsell to have certain aspects of the funnel done for you, and that was like a $15 upsell or something like that. I had a lot of clients who would get like 6 or 7 upsells, on like $200-300 click run, which that basically almost paid for all their traffic right there. So those are the kind of things you want to be promoting to solo ad traffic. Not the big, heavy, hitters like the, funnel hacks or stuff like that. It's going to cost $2,000.
Right.
Not going to work.
Exactly. I can tell you, I think the best offer I've ever promoted, I've never seen anyone ever promote it. It's Alex Becker's Hero Academy. It's a $47 a month with a 14-day free trial in front. That thing just converts like crazy. I've never seen any product convert like that does.
Yeah, right. Okay.
But I can just tell you, like, for me personally, and it's weird because I don't see many people talking about this. It seems that if you sell those lower end educational courses like One Funnel Away or $47 a month Hero Academy with a trial in front of it, that converts a lot better. And then you can turn those people into the software subscriptions once they're trained and educated. Like
That's right.
Active Campaign.
That's right. That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
And that's one of the reasons I think for me as an affiliate, I don't want to say I'm hesitant. Well, I am hesitant. I don't want to say I don't want to promote stuff like ClickFunnels. I do, but I want to get people educated and have the right mindset and build a strong foundation. And then I can promote to them ClickFunnels and say, okay, so you've got the skill sets. Now here's how you can apply that.
Yeah, well, ClickFunnels is a tool.
Yeah, that's all it is.
It's a tool. They need to have a reason to have a tool. Like, I remember when I first started out as a ClickFunnels affiliate back in January 2017. I was like super hyped. Like, yeah, this is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna make so much money, and I was going nuts, right? And I did the whole 100-day challenge, and oh man, I was just, yeah, man, shooting for the moon. But I hit the ground, and what I did was I just started promoting ClickFunnels, right? So I would just promote ClickFunnels to solo ads or to Facebook. But you need to give someone a reason to have solo ads. It's a tool. I mean, why would I want to sell you a shovel if you don't need a shovel? Unless I say, oh, there needs to be a hole dug over there. Oh, here's a shovel. That kind of thing. So they need to have a reason to have ClickFunnels. So if you just send people to the ClickFunnels site, to your affiliate link, it's not going to work.
Exactly. So let's say that I'm looking to put out solo ads right now, and I'm looking at a lot of different people. How do I determine what solo ad providers are good? What should I look for? And what's the process for determining and qualifying solo ad providers?
Yeah, that's a good question. There are a truckload of wolves in sheep's clothing in the solo ad industry. There are a lot of people that will sell you trash clicks. And what I mean by trash clicks are they'll be real human clicks, right? Like if you use software like ClickMagick or Clicker or something like that, it'll filter out like fake traffic. So like, computer traffic, that kind of thing. But a lot of solo ad traffic these days, or a good portion of it, the clicks will come from what I call PayPal funnels. Mm-hmm. So what it is a solo ad vendor will buy clicks from another solo ad vendor and build his list or her list that way. But that other solo ad vendor bought their clicks and built their list from another solo ad vendor, right? So what ended up happening, you have this big, massive, recycled, this recycling of leads and then lists going around. A lot of people call it click banking. Mm-hmm. Whereas, you're a solo ad vendor, I'm a solo ad vendor, I'll send you 100 clicks and you'll send me 100 clicks and we'll just swap lists.
Yeah.
And now if you have two solo ad vendors who have really fresh, really good lists, right, then that can work out really well. But in most cases that I've been burnt a few times that way, I don't do it anymore. But what happens back to this PayPal funnel, so I will have, this is just an example, I don't do this, but to generate a lot of clicks, I will create what's known as a PayPal funnel where I will send out a click or an email to my list saying, oh, you've just received $350 in your PayPal account, right? Mm-hmm. Click here to grab your money or to whatever. So they'll click on it, right? And that will go to your offer, mm-hmm. right? So you're getting your click, but that click, the traffic that's coming to your offer from that email, right? It's trash. It's trash, and it's never going to convert. It's never going to convert. I mean, you may get opt-ins, but it's never, ever going to convert into sales or anything. So you're just wasting your money. So there's a lot of that crap going around. So to avoid that, what you need to do is you need to look for testimonials. You need to look for a reputation. Look at their Facebook profile, for example. Like if you go to my Facebook profile, I basically turned my old personal Facebook profile into my business Facebook profile because I wanted people to know that I'm a real person, that I'm a real person. Not like I'm not just, like they can see I have kids and I have a family and this and that, and they get to know me and this and that. But you go on my Facebook profile and you go on my photos and my albums, I have a whole slew of testimonials. I put testimonials on my wall of all my, a lot of my clients who get good results. I post those up there. So you want to look for those kind of things. And then when you found a a solo ad provider that you think is going to be, you feel it's going to be good, run a couple hundred clicks, see what happens, check out the open rates on your emails. Are there any sales? Now, sales on the front end isn't the be-all, end-all, right? The most important, your primary aspect is to build your list, right? So you need to be focusing on your opt-in rate. So having a really good opt-in rate is your biggest priority. But having sales is a bonus, but it also shows that the traffic that your provider is sending you is legit, right? Because if it's computer traffic will opt in, but computer traffic will never buy because the computer doesn't have a credit card. Okay. Yep. And if it's PayPal funnel type crap traffic, well, it's never going to convert. You're never going to get sales. Okay. As far as emails go, you want to check your open rates. Okay. Now, if you have just because you get a low open rate doesn't necessarily mean that you're getting bad traffic. It could mean that you're going spam. So you need to check out some spam, some email tools, particularly for Gmail, because Gmail, 90% of all internet users these days have Gmail. So you need to look up tools like Glock apps. Okay, just Google that and put your emails through that through that piece of software. It's completely free and works great. There's another one called Gmail Litmus. Okay, again, you can Google it, Gmail Litmus. It'll be the top one. Put your email through that, and it will show you what inbox or what tab that your mail is going to in Gmail. And then you can just keep critiquing your emails, keep sending it to this through this Litmus software, and it'll tell you, okay, well, this time you've landed an update, or this time you've landed an inbox, or whatever.
Gotcha. What about if you have a professional domain? Like my domain is what I use for my email address. Do you know of any tools for that?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay.
No, it's not off the top of my head.
Gotcha. Okay. So how do you yourself build up your list? Because we talked about these PayPal funnels and recycling lists from other people, but I've talked with you a couple of times and you have a really brilliant way of building up a list. So can you just give us like a brief overview of how you do it?
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm an open book, man. I nothing to hide. So what happened, right, was a little while ago, a group of us, we were sick and tired of seeing the way solo ads were heading, getting a really bad reputation. And so we have a pretty large buying pool, pretty large pool of resources that we can use to buy from different sources of traffic. And so we started looking more into media buys, native ads, banner ads, that type of thing. And so we started building lists from these other sources, like these non-solo ad sources. And it's been awesome, man. It's been absolutely killing it, man. Absolutely killing it. And so that's kind of how I've been building my list now for the past few months. And it's just the result for myself and for my clients is just, it's infinitely better. It's infinitely better. And so I'm pretty sure you've heard of this new ClickFunnels SAM funnel. Yeah. But what I've had to do is essentially what I do now with that is I don't really, because I have this massive demand for traffic for this particular funnel, I cannot physically output enough clicks. Okay. Like right now I'm putting out like 2,500 clicks a day, right? Somewhere around there. I'm trying to get it as much as I can. But I can't produce that much per day from my own list. So what I've had to do is I've had to take it from the source, right? Mm-hmm. And I put that through an opt-in page, through my opt-in page. And what that opt-in page does is it pre-qualifies the traffic, right, for your offer. Now, my opt-in page doesn't specifically mention anything about the SAM funnel or anything like that. It's relatively like generic, okay? But what it does is it pre-warms the traffic and puts them in the mood for looking at an opportunity, more or less. And so by the time they basically go from my opt-in page, right, poof, straight on to my client's SAM funnel. Now I'm only doing this for my SAM clients because I just have so many of them.
Yeah.
Right. And that's why it's doing so well. It's because it's coming straight from fresh, non-solo ad, non-recycled traffic sources. It's becoming into my opt-in page, being pre-warmed, prepped to receive an offer, right? And then straight onto the SAM funnel. And then it's converting like mad. So that's how I'm doing my system right now for my ClickFunnels clients. Obviously, at the same time, I'm building my own list. And then with that particular list, I use that traffic for my own means. So I have my own CPA offers type of thing, Warrior Plus offers that I will use for myself. And I'll use that list for other affiliates who are promoting like Legendary Marketer or what are a few other ones? Some Builderall clients and some other CPA network type affiliates. So that's what I use that list for right now.
Right.
So that's kind of how I build my list and do my traffic at the moment.
That's an awesome process. And you can clearly see the results. I mean, I've worked with Marcus on a few campaigns. And in the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've done no affiliate marketing, so I've been so busy with my agency. But Marcus, he was the last guy I did solo ads through, and I think I got like 2 or 3 ClickFunnels trials off of 100 clicks, if I remember right. I don't remember off the top of my mind because I don't often promote ClickFunnels, but I thought, hey, you know what? I'm bored.
Give it a shot.
I want to experiment with it. It's fun.
Yeah.
So let's say that you were like me. And you're experimenting with a new offer and a new funnel that you're going to promote with solo ad traffic. What should you do before you buy your traffic? What are some things that you should have in place?
Well, first thing, you need to make sure you have your follow-up emails in place. One of the first things I ask is, are your follow-up emails in place? And I'd probably say 40% of the time, I thought 40% of the time, people are like, oh, no, I don't. I'm like, you need to have your follow-up sequence in place. There's no point in building this list if you're not having your emails going out to them. You're just wasting your time because, fortunes in the follow-up, that's where you're going to make most of your money. So that's the first thing you need to do. And that's true really for any type of traffic, whether it's solo ad traffic or Google or natives or banners or Facebook, whatever. You need to have that sequence in place to go out once they hit your funnel. So have your email sequence in place. What else? Make sure you go through your funnel and make sure all the links work. Okay. I'm pretty diligent with my clients. I mean, sometimes I slip, but probably 90% of the time, I will go through my client's funnel and I will click on a link. I'll click on a button, make sure it works, make sure, that I'm sent to a next page, and then once I get to the next page, like for example, would use the SAM funnel right now. There are a lot of buttons through that funnel, right, that take you to different steps and that take you to different. So, you go to step 2, and in step 2, there's a button that takes you to step 3, but there's also a button that takes you to the ClickFunnels page. Right? So I'll make sure that button goes to ClickFunnels page. I'll make sure that other button goes to step 3. Right? It takes me all of 2 minutes to do all this, right? And probably 30% of the time, I would say, someone has a broken link in there, right? Someone has, like for example, I'll click on, this one person had a call to action button that would take them to the Traffic from Me site. Mm-hmm. It didn't take them to the Traffic from Me site. It went to the ClickFunnels Share Funnel site. I'm like, hold on, that's not right. That's, that should be going to my webpage, not, that, to me, not, but, so I'll go through, and so make sure all your links work, because the fact of the matter is, it's not my job to make sure that your funnel is working. Okay. That's not my job. My job is to make sure you get good traffic. So if I send you traffic, or this is with any solo vendor, but if I send you traffic, right, and your funnel's busted, you're not going to get a refund, because that's not my fault. That's not my problem. Now, I try to avoid those situations by going through my client's funnel, mm-hmm. right? Because there's nothing worse when I hear someone say, oh, I had the wrong link, or I gave you the wrong URL, and blah, blah, blah. I hate those situations. So I try to avoid that as much as possible. Also, if you can, get ClickMagick, okay? Or yes, there's Bitly, yes, there's the goo.ghoul or whatever the heck it's called. Get one that's designed just for tracking traffic. ClickFunnels is a website designing software.
Right.
Now they do have traffic tracking abilities, but I find that there's a huge discrepancy generally between what I'm sending through ClickMagick, which is designed to track clicks, and ClickFunnels. So, plus ClickMagick will give you peace of mind because it blocks all the crap. It blocks everything. So you can have settings where it blocks bots and fake users and all sorts, right? Mm-hmm. So it gives you that peace of mind. And ClickMagick, emails. That's probably about it that I can think of at the moment. If you have those in place, you've double checked your funnel, you got your emails, you got your tracking in place, you're pretty much set to go.
Awesome. Well, Marcus, thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you sitting down and talking with us. Before we go, do you have anything else that you want to say, or anything that you thought of during our conversation that might be helpful for people out there that are listening to this interview?
Yeah, no, for sure. What you need to understand is that solo ad traffic, as I said before, it's different than Facebook traffic and Google traffic. Facebook traffic and Google traffic, as I said, are very targeted, can be very targeted traffic. So you can basically say, right, if I get 100 clicks from Facebook, I'm generally, almost all the time, going to get these particular results because it's very targeted. Solo ad traffic is general targeted. It's not as targeted. So one run, you'll have like 200-300 clicks, and you'll have, so many front-end sales and so many back-end sales, and or you'll get, 3 or 4 trials off the front end, and then blah, blah, you'll have this great run, and then it'll be the same vendor, you'll run another 200-300 clicks, and all of a sudden that next run doesn't do as well. Okay, that's not to say that you have a bad offer. That's not to say that you have the traffic's bad and you've been scanned by the solo ad vendor. Okay, that's just because it's not as targeted. Right. Sometimes the results are going to vary. Right, but in most cases, you're going to do pretty well if you have a good offer, and you have good traffic, you're going to do pretty well generally. But just remember, sometimes results can vary just because it's not super targeted traffic. So one day you may get 200 clicks, and those 200 clicks come from people who are, really eager. But then the next time you run it, they may not be so eager. So just keep that in mind when you're running solo ad traffic, that results can vary. Doesn't mean you have a bad offer. Doesn't mean that, I'm sending you bad traffic. It's just the nature of the beast.
Absolutely. Great. That's some amazing advice right there. Awesome. Well, Marcus, I think that covers everything. So thank you so much, sir. You're very wise. You have a lot to say on solo.
I'm not that wise, but
no, you are. I would say that based on what
I do like to talk. I do like to talk.
Yeah. Well, the talk has been filled with a lot of really good information. So how can people work with you? I would recommend you for solo ad traffic. So is there a specific place we can send them to go get traffic from you?
Yeah, just connect with me on my Facebook page right now. It's the best thing to do. I'm currently working on a sales page, but time is very limited at the moment with what's going on with my business, and I got a family of 6. So plus I have hobbies that I like to do as well. So I'm currently working on a sales page, but right now the best thing to do is just connect with me on Facebook, send me a message, and I'll get to you as soon as I possibly can.
Awesome. So here's what we'll do then. Down below this video, I'll put a link. So if you want to get solo traffic from Marcus, go ahead and click that link below this video, and it's going to take you to that link where, depending on where you're at right now, you're going to either add him as a friend on Facebook, or if you're watching this later on down the road, it'll be replaced with a link to go to a sales page to order from him. So if it's a friend link, go ahead, click that now, add him as a friend. Then once he accepts, send him the message. Make sure that he accepts first, because sometimes it'll go to the filter box. And
I check my filter box every single 2 hours. I'm checking my filter box.
Okay, then go ahead and send him that message anyway.
Yeah, so friend me, send me a message, because if you send me a message, I'll see if you friended me. If you friended me, then I'll instantly add you. Otherwise, I'd generally wait 3 days or 4 days, and then I'll eventually make my way through my people who've requested my friendship.
Gotcha.
I'll eventually get there. But if you message me, I'll go through and check my friends or my friend requests, and I'll just add you.
Perfect. So add him as a friend and message him right away. And if there's a sales link there, or a link to a sales page, go ahead and click that and fill out the forms that he's got. And then Marcus is a good man, and he'll take care of you.
Try to.
Awesome. Well, Marcus, thank you so much, and have an amazing day, my friend.
My pleasure. You too, mate. You too.
All right.